Hi, Apartment Therapy. This is my 650 square foot one-bedroom apartment in New York City. I live here with my husband and our 3 kids. We have a 6-year-old son and 2.5-year-old twins. We've lived here for 15 years and it's changed a lot as our family's needs and values have changed. And I would say in all of the time we've been here, it's never felt bigger or more like home. The first big change I made in this apartment was when I rearranged the furniture in our long living room. It was all open and connected. Everything was on top of everything else. There was no sense of division between the kiddie zone and the adult zone. So I flipped everything and I gave that area, which is the back end of the living room, to my kids and also the alcove now. Initially, we had a longer dining table that I used and put off of the wall to create a visual barrier. What I like about this toy chest is it creates that visual divide between the grown-up space and the kids space, but it's also open, so it lets the light in and you can see the floor, because I really wanted to maintain and utilize the length of this room because it just makes it feel bigger wherever you're standing. Our alcove, the big movement zone, we have a basketball hoop, a net loft that you can get to by climbing the rock wall, or you can climb the monkey bars. It's really sturdy and strong, and you can like swing and do all these movements. It's a lot of fun. And this can actually support me too. I go up here a lot, especially at night. I can come up here and just read a book. And it's a nice little escape from the busy world below. And it has a shelf here where my son is now collecting some Pokemon creatures. He has some books. We have puzzles and I use that for storage, that end. I come here at night a lot when they're all sleeping and I just get away. And then to get down, you can use the side panel, you can use the monkey bars up top, like this. Usually my son will just jump right down into the foam pit. My twin son can actually climb this and get up to the net loft himself. This is a dress-up zone, so we have costumes hung up here, silk scarves, and then in each bin, separate costumes. I try not to keep any complete costume set because I want them to mix and match and create their own characters so they can better use their imagination. We don't have any overhead lighting in this room, so I built them into this shelf. We have string lights all over here. Even the dollhouse has some lights, and it creates a nice, like, whimsical feel, but it also provides us with the light that we need, especially in the evening. So this rug is a floor square rug. We also have that in the bedroom. It's the best rug I ever found, and it's great for everyone, especially people with kids. But what's nice about it is if it's dirty and you have to clean it, you can take out a square and wash it or replace it, but you can also customize the shape to your needs. So this is our swing hook, and it's something that the kids use a lot, but me and my husband use as well. I have a yoga trapeze that I can hook onto there, and you just hook it on, and we have a lot of different attachments. We make a lot of use of these 3 hooks, and it gives us different options that there are 3. Over here we have the dollhouse with the IKEA kitchen shelves that I cut to fit exactly between the 2 windows and the radiators. Our block area, we have rainbow blocks along the wall here. These are IKEA book ledges that are perfect size for this and a lot of other things. And then our notch blocks that we use for movement and for building big stations, and small blocks. We don't have too many toys out at any given time, and since each toy has a designated bin or shelf area, it's pretty easy and manageable to clean up. And then this is our dining table. This actually is real marble. I got it for like 90% off on Apartment Deco. It was secondhand, but in perfect condition. And at first I thought I was crazy to get a marble table with kids, but why not have a little bit of luxury? I didn't pay a lot for it, and it was secondhand, and I indulged, and I love it. The chairs, these are Trip Trap high chairs. They can grow with the size. All 3 of my kids have this, my 6-year-old and my 2.5-year-old twins. And I've had them since they were infants, so they can grow with age. And then our chairs are these stools that I got from IKEA. So we can just sit and all eat together. And this mirror is pretty handy because it opens the room up, but it also allows me to see the kids from the kitchen. I can see every point. Like, I can see here, I can see the alcove if they're playing there, so it's very handy. So this couch I got during the pandemic. It's a really expensive design within reach couch, but I bought it on Apartment Deco at a fraction of the cost. And I separated it now. So this would be like an L couch that comes together, but I separated it so we can have this space. But what's nice is it creates more of an L. So when we had that birthday party and we had people come over, we put the coffee table in the middle, 2 chairs there, and it formed like a nice circle for grown-ups to sit in without their knees being as cluttered. And this is what we use as a coffee table if we have people over, but it's also storage for toys. My son's dinosaurs, he's obsessed. And it's actually a toy chest. It was sold by Pottery Barn as a toy chest that we just use as a coffee table as well. And then over here, you have the foyer, which is an entryway and my closet office. It's a nice space for me. I wanted a cocoon feeling space, almost like a cave, but a dreamy cave where I can get away from all the kids and just close the door and be by myself and in my own thoughts. So this has worked out really well. And it matches the wallpaper that's out in the foyer. It's House of Hackney Florica. It's really, I love it. I love their wallpaper. The colors are so bold. I like that it's dark. I like that the foyer and the entryway is kind of dark and it opens up into this really light, beautiful room. Because this area is dim anyway, so I kind of leaned into that moody feeling. And I love this wallpaper, so I had it also put here. We built this kind of Lego zone. I have them sorted by type, wheels, windows, and doors. This is a table that can open up if my son wants to build on the table, or he can just grab a bin and bring it to the play area. In this closet, it's a bit of a catch-all. I have some of my clothes here, hats, scarves, gloves, and big pieces in here. We have storage all the way up to the top. In this closet, I again have these container store bins for umbrellas, some computer stuff. These are my hanging attachments for this one. I know where everything is and each has a bin, but again, this is otherwise unused space. This foyer becomes our bedroom at night. This is Emma Hayes. She's a New Zealand-based artist and she created this wallpaper. It's called Songbird. I just love the euphoric flow and calming feel. And I'll show you how the Murphy bed works. It's pretty easy. And if it gets too tight for us, my husband has an air mattress that he puts down on the floor. But in terms of space and privacy, the air mattress and this Murphy bed is really all we need. I bought this Murphy bed from Facebook Marketplace, and to cover up the cosmetic wear and tear, I covered it with this beautiful Emma Hayes wallpaper. So this is the kids' bedroom. It used to be our room, but now it's only for the kids. Since it's the bedroom, I wanted calming colors, and to me, green and blue were really calming. Yellow and the brighter colors that are in the alcove are more energizing to me, so I went with calm and soothing colors for the bedroom. This is their sleeping area that I tried to designate with the wallpaper. Here's a magnet board that they play with. These are fun. I'll switch up what's here, and their art area. And I intentionally didn't extend the wallpaper to the end so that the art area can be clean and white and really decorated with their pictures or the colors of the art supplies. And so that's kind of the divide. I have a storage system for the toys in the bedroom, in the closet, and I store the toys in the same way that I put them out by category. Here's an example. This bin would be our small world vehicles. And I'll rotate out like this Ziploc bag has the train tracks. Here we have metal cars. I have wood cars out now, so I could switch them out for that. All the different types. So the bathroom, you can get in through the bedroom. And then you can also get to the bathroom through the Murphy door that's in our living room. So when the kids are sleeping, we don't have to walk through the bedroom to get to the bathroom. We can just come in through the living room, which has been really nice. See? Secret Murphy door. I got this from a company called Murphy Door. I think it's ingenious because it looks like shelves. You'd never tell, but it's a door when we need one at night to get to the bathroom or just for convenience when we're out here. This is the play kitchen. These are the doors from the IKEA play kitchen that was taking up floor space but not getting used enough. I actually built the doors into these shelves that the previous tenants had installed. And here's the RV-inspired working play kitchen water. So the water gets pumped and then recycled back into this bin that's under here. So it just goes round and round. It'll never run out of water, but I replace it every night because it might get funky. So we have a lot of vertical space, a lot of bins. I have canned food here, cups, coffee supplies. I have all of our utensils hanging under here because I had them in a drawer here before, but they would just get pulled out and it was kind of dangerous. I store knives on this board here. I even have measuring cups along the wall back here. I use every inch of space that I can get. Spice rack, pots, pans. Up there I have like light bulbs, extension cords. Messy play supplies are all up there and here, like sand, chalk. We make oobleck a lot, which is cornstarch and water. So anything that's like kitchen messy play, I have at the top. I also store paper towels up there using a bungee cord. They used to be along this wall and it was not just unsightly, but took up a ton of valuable space, and they're light enough that it's fine up there. Usually if I'm in the kitchen, my twins are in the kitchen. So they'll mimic what I do or they'll just play around. So it's nice to have something where they're occupied so they're not climbing my leg when I'm trying to cook at the oven or the stovetop. So that's when they're in here. I would say the younger kids use it more than my older kid. Home to me is more a feeling than a place. I think home is somewhere where you live your life. You go to rest, to play, to think, to be sad, and the things you have in your home can support all of those feelings and experiences. That's what I think makes a home. Intentional pieces and spaces that can support all the feelings and activities we go through in life to an intimate degree. We've evolved a lot. I think when my husband and I first moved in here, we just inherited furniture pieces that meant nothing to us, we didn't even particularly like. So now that we're really intentional about the space, we have made it our home. I never thought we'd still be here at this point, but somehow the pressure of needing to find a solution generates this creativity in me. And I've never been happier in this place, and I can't see us leaving in the foreseeable future.